Good morning, everybody. Welcome to week 4, module 4. Today we're going to be looking at two different chapters. One is about managing stress, which I'm going to guess that you're all very familiar with. And then the other is understanding the role of emotions and decision making in the workplace. So many of you, I assume, are experiencing stress because you're juggling work and family and school, at least. If you had the MBA Essentials 1 class, you might have learned about emotional intelligence already. And so this chapter or this module goes back to and highlights some of those ideas. Okay. So the discussion board, okay, here's the decision making activity. So here's a discussion for you. And so getting back a little bit now, at one point Amazon was looking for a new headquarters and had proposals from across the country. Initially decided to locate a facility in New York City and then changed their mind. So I have identified a few sources here on that whole issue. You can find more, or if you have knowledge about the issue, you can use that information. But basically, looking at the Chapter 11 concepts about decision making, use specific concepts to try to explain their decision to build a facility in New York. Okay, so you can use the decision making model, different approaches to decision making, biases, shortcuts, and then do the same thing with the reversal. Okay, so why did they reverse their original decision? What concepts can you use? Number 3, whatever you haven't talked about already, what other biases, decision-making processes, or ethical issues influence the decisions? And then finally, is there anything they could have done differently? What recommendations? What can they learn from this to move forward? So again, be sure you give us your post and then respond to at least 2 additional posts. Your individual written assignment is asking, are you stressed? So do an analysis of yourself. So that sometimes stress is good. So there's the right amount and there's a wrong amount, and then we're trying to shoot for just in the middle where you have enough but not too much. How good of a job do you do with managing stress? Do you have the opportunity for flow in your current job? So here's an assessment. What can be done about stress? What are the solutions or recommendations for your organization or yourself? How can you as a manager help your people better manage stress? So sometimes stress comes from within. It's how we respond to a situation. Sometimes there's factors in the environment that create stress, more stress than we need. So this week, the journal is looking at the principle of characteristic of developing and valuing people and resources. So a couple of quotes. This is my favorite one. When leaders are really effective, people feel like they accomplished great things on their own. When the best leaders' work is done, the people say we did it ourselves. Okay, so here we're going to look at valuing. So identify and describe a couple of examples when you felt appreciated by others. What did it look like? How did it feel? And then a couple of examples where you did not feel appreciated. What did it look like? How did it feel? Assuming everybody's had both of those experiences. And then create a plan to show appreciation value to others in your life. Could be your family members, employees, colleagues, and make it happen. So that's what we have for week 4. Let me know if you have any questions.